The AI startup OpenEvidence is raising a fresh round of capital from Sequoia at $1 billion valuation. It's the latest big funding round in AI healthcare, a slice of the market that's catching more investors' attention and may represent a positive way AI can contribute to the world. Our Kate Rooney has the news exclusively in today's Tech Check. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Carl. Good morning. So healthcare and AI is really seen as the antidote to some of the doom around this technology. There is, of course, real worry about AI safety and some of the nefarious uses for this tech as it becomes more powerful. But investors do see a silver lining here in healthcare, a way to potentially cure diseases and make burnt-out doctors more productive. Startup OpenEvidence is working on that burnout problem with a chatbot for doctors. It's sort of like ChatGPT in some ways. Company says a quarter of U.S. physicians are already using it, and the company raised a new round from Sequoia at that $1 billion valuation. We did break that news this morning. Founder Daniel Nadler pointed out how much higher the bar is for AI accuracy in clinical settings. Their model was trained on only peer-reviewed medical journals. It was not even connected to the internet when it was trained, which helps the trust factor.
Garbage in, garbage out, gold in, gold out. And if you ask it a question and it's trained on the sort of apex medical journal in the world, such as the New England Journal of Medicine, as well as other sources like the FDA, the CDC, other peer-reviewed medical journals, you're going to get those answers grounded in those sources that you're able to use as a doctor at the point of care.
Sequoia partner Pat Grady led the funding round. He told me the opportunity is massive in healthcare, both on the clinical side and in the back office, but investors need to be picky.
There are a lot of great ideas in healthcare, but it is such a complex system. It's really, really hard to cut through layer upon layer upon layer of sort of barnacles that have become encrusted upon the boat of the healthcare system over the last several decades.
Health tech, which doesn't include biotech, saw strong momentum in venture funding last year, raising $3.3 billion across 250 deals, 252. That's according to PitchBook. And then MedTech, sort of in the same arena, brought in $2.2 billion. AI is one of the big drivers. Total AI funding accounted for about 1 in 4 venture deals last year, guys. Head over to CNBC.com for that full interview with Daniel Nadler and Pat Grady, plus some more on that funding news, guys. Back to you.
Hey, just a couple of questions. One is privacy and to what degree that acts as friction in all of this. And then I'm thinking of Buffett, Bezos, and Diamond tried to tackle this a few years ago, certainly Mark Cuban's efforts. I just wonder how much of that you think folds into all of this.
Privacy is a huge part of it. I mean, patient privacy, doctor privacy, and the way that they're monetizing this is through advertising. So it's not a subscription. They are trying to sort of balance making it easy for a doctor to sign up while also protecting privacy. That is one of the things you hear, that is the number one trust factor. You want accurate results, but you also want to protect data. So that's huge and I think central for all of these healthcare companies, regardless of what they're doing, whether it's with clinicians or especially on sort of the back office stuff. And then the challenge of healthcare, I think that underlines how hard this is. You heard Pat Grady say, yeah, there's a lot of really good ideas. You remember Oscar Health as well. But there is sort of this trail of failed healthcare tech companies. I mean, it's just been really an impossible challenge for a lot of companies. They, on the venture side, are looking at the really niche use cases, saying, yeah, a lot of this is not going to work, but you want something that, you know, this sort of accident has grown like a consumer tech company. That's what they're looking for. Very specific bets. But it's a tough one, and I would say investors really have to be careful that it's not a hammer looking for the nail at this point. The AI being, this amazingly powerful technology, but it's not fit for everything. It's really not, it's not going to work in every use case. So I think there's a lot of parsing through good ideas, but what's going to make a good investment is a little bit different.
Yeah, Kate, I was just going to ask, and I know, forgive me, I know you're not our healthcare expert, but obviously you know a lot about AI, and I was just wondering, why it's been so hard, to Carl's point. I mean, some of the brightest minds in business have tried to tackle this, and it's so hard to figure out how to use this powerful tool in an area that impacts all of our lives, but do so, I guess, efficiently. I mean, why is this so hard in healthcare particularly?
It's such a good question, Courtney. I think everybody has had, whether it's with a family member or as a patient, you've just had a frustrating experience with healthcare, and you try to figure out why isn't it working? A lot of it is the bureaucracy, the hospital system. And, I was asking that too. I'm not a healthcare expert, but saying, why can't tech fix this? I think they're trying to kind of work around. There's so many layers of the healthcare system too that need to be broken into. So, hopefully tech can make it easier on the consumer side. You'd think if there's one disruptable area of the economy, you'd think it's healthcare. So I think it's one area that they're trying to tackle. But gosh, it's such a tough problem, and hopefully Silicon Valley can kind of break the mold here, but it's been decades. I don't know if AI is going to really be the real antidote here, but hopefully for the rest of us, for all the patients out there.
And to your point was well taken of sort of like maybe you can tackle it in these niche areas. I know there's a lot of AI working to sort of make areas like fertility, for instance, a little bit more streamlined, a little bit more efficient, share ideas better to have a better outcome. But a space that we're going to follow really closely with your help. Thank you so much, Kate.